me, for you, and who? I don't eat a thing. I don't. I do. I don't. But I don't starve myself, see? Oh, no, not me. I gorge myself, in fact. I stuff my face until my stomach floats till it turns blue and gurgles. I don't. I feast upon my feelings, my emotions. I do. Feast upon what is inside of me. I do. It is dark, so heavy, so sweet. It makes my teeth ache, my gums bleed. I don't. I am not nourished. No. Mal, in fact. I do. I'm not nurtured. I'm not. No. I do. I don't. I do. I am a paradox to nature. Sometimes I feel so alive. I feel so full of it. I apologize for the vague and undefined marginal word, but it feels the most appropriate here. I've always thought of it as a very ambiguous word, quite multifaceted actually. So small and simple, yet it holds so much depth. A lot of unknown lies buried in that word. Very mystique. It! I'm not quite sure what I'm so full of, but it sits there, nests in my gut. I am completely aware it's there. I can walk around with it, but lately it seems to be growing. Swells and pounds in my chest. My chest seems to be glowing, illuminating a whole room. Oh, I can't stand it. Oh, it pains me, this undefinable, unseasoned energy. Oh, but it hurts. Oh, God. Oh, but what do I do with it? How do I channel it into something productive, something tangible? It baffles me. It is indeed a challenge, but what is life if not a series of challenges that we must take on and walk around with until we feel it become a part of our past, a present, our future. That's life. That's living, constant motion, moving forward. I accept the challenge. Let us embark on a journey. I shall be your most gracious guide, a vessel for lunical lyracy and word, and this is my entourage. Think of them as letter turners. My Vanna White. They will bring thoughts and ideas into view, into life, just like Vanna. Drag. I always wanted to be Vanna. Walk around turning boxes, gesturing like she found a cure for cancer or something. And people loved her just for that. And that was a tangent. Okay then, so the journey. We will show you multifaceted vignettes of interaction with humanity, nature's place in our upbringing into a nurtured world. We shall expose you to a fatale, foxy proxy, a wondrous queen of tantalizing tyranny, divinely anointed naturally. We shall trot through a fantastical forest of succulent savagery, then we shall coast down to a dark, cold cave where reality only exists through shadows. But I beg you, please, let us explore this temple of divine decadence nonsensically. I assure you it's for the best. Trust me. Well, shall we? I am human, of a man, the juice of his labor, his ignorant testosterone. Vesselized by a woman, her fruitful nurture, a steadily energized femme fatale. An earth-laden cyborg, her coming is inevitable. My femme fatale is coming.
A smile, a twinkle in the eye, coerces the soft, persuadable lips to lip. As by an act of gravity itself, full of strong intent, revealing a flash of radiant wine.
A charmed effort.
An exquisitely movable set of lips, upper and downer, embracing one another.
Agreeing to compromise in the middle, their equator. A mother and son, a bond that is unspeakable,
Even at the table, her mother dotes on son. Son grows and shapes, walks and moves.
My mother loves to read to me. Whenever I sink into bed for the night, she'll slink into my bedroom, crawl into bed with me, and pull out our favorite story. I love you forever. I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. I curl up next to her, breathe in her sweet aroma, and drift off to a night of dreams. When I think of my mother, I think of a smooth, slow gin fizz. She loves them. I'm dating her, I know. Anyway, the similarities, the lovely quality, the tingling sensation, the lightheadedness that makes you feel weightless, like a winged being that can just fly away. The heaviness that follows that, surprisingly enough, still makes you feel so light, so warm, so comfortable, so safe. She has a whimsical effect on people, quite charming, really.
I'll drink to that.
Oh, baby, I'll pee. Mr. Conductor, if you please. Do try to keep in time, boys. My mother is beautiful. That kind of show-stopping, head-turning, everyone in the room notices. Beautiful. She has a glove. She attends parties. She hosts parties, the hostess. When she's getting ready for some gathering or other, I watch her. She leaves her door open just enough so I observe. Unspectating. She perches in front of her vanity with the poise of a lark. Her movements are like those of a conductor, rousing up the big band orchestra. She swiftly shuffles through her makeup case. The baton is erect and ready. She dips into her foundation cream and methodically smears it over her crisp, pale skin. The baton cuts gracefully, thematically, through the perfume-filled air. Fresh pears and lavender, sweet yet subtle. Swirls on her rulers with power and control. A downbeat, she dabs on her blush. A cloud of soft pink dances around her choreographed face. A steady staccato. She brings a fine, kinky comb up to her pointed lashes. She melodically strokes and quick yet precise, keeping a strict tempo for the swelling music to revolve around. As she does so, she stares sharply in her vanity mirror. Her eyes full of strong intent. The mirror and I are spellbound. She brushes on her lipstick with urgent bravado, her blood red. She is glowing, sparkling. As a cloud of magic swirls around her, I feel an explosion. An explosion like fireworks in the deep summer sky, strike on the band. Mother now stands as though wearing a crown, admiring her work. She runs her hand through her perfectly permed hair with a final flourish, smoothing everything over. Nothing can be out of place. A sudden ritardando, a masterpiece. The work is done, perfected. She smiles at her reflection as she brings her hands slowly down to her side. The baton has ceased. The conductor has taken his bow to the erupting audience. The vibrations of cymbals still fresh in the air. I creep away from my watch spot as my mother leaves her podium. The spotlight snaps off. She exits stage right, sweeping right by me. I feel an immense silence. How I long for the embrace, for the applause, all to myself. Illusion. As long as she is living, as long as I am staying, her baby I'll be. Please excuse me while I ponder these complexities for a moment.
Keep me brooding, collecting dust. Find me waiting for your touch.
smudged glass and cave.
Once perhaps the prize gems and rubies of queens and aristocracy.
They sage, ruling, collecting dust, gleaming greedily their false projection. Snatched time to time from their cryptic sanctuary, fingered with immense fervor. They are indulged upon, lavished over,
Loaded upon even, only to be dismissed.
too cheap, too eccentric, not big enough, not shiny enough.
Not new enough.
Desires are rooted within the womb of our very beings. The beginning, the instant, the core.
They are our earliest memories, our first sense of self-knowing righteousness.
So palpable, so tangible, so easily accessed.
So much so it evades us. Our desires are dropped from our grandiose hands, unwanted orphan.
We succumb to a force lodged within us.
We are entranced,
Greed, lust, and malice prevail.
consuming pure, raw, impulsive passion.
It rushes through our veins. It blows our stomachs. Oh, what gluttons we are. It swells up through our chests, wedging itself in our throats, until finally it pours from our mouth, our eyes, our nose, our ears.
Desires are nearly washed away, practically drowned to death. Forced to dwell deep in our gods, sanctuary for the unsanctioned, glowing fuchsia and turquoise, the dust, the glass,
The nostalgia.
nostalgia. Hello? Hello there? Make the dress. No, not make the dress. The dress does not make me. The dress engulfs me. We do not submerge. Clothes command me, outshine me, mask me, but hell, it can't touch me. And no one can see me. You just take what I'm willing to give.
Monsieur, my spotlight. I am really starting to take an interest in things. My body tells me things. I can't quite make out what it is saying. It aches.
Put a dreidel on your knee and expect me to be that light in your tangled forest. So much in your disenfranchised chorus. But I can't. Not for lack of want, but for lack of biology. Thread by thread by thread, some Easterner so that she may buy some
I find myself drawn into my mother's closet often. I sit there amongst her clothes, her satin slacks, her jersey day dresses, her chic party gown.
Eat your words and your fists. I will give you my every page, yet conceal the spaces, the opaque wide, so that I can cherish it for myself. After all, less is more. Hello? Hello there?
I don't recognize the voice. It is strange, yet I am curious. I want to understand. I can feel it, especially in my private place.
Oh, I have seen death and decay, rot and trash, yet I have mummified myself, embalmed my image. I have outlived my lineage, all in a line, cast down and spit out. I stand in a puddle of carnage, photographed in platform rain boots.
Mr. Silhouette Man, perched behind the silk smoke screen, cloaked figure without a name.
Time falls away, and with it, so do I, bit by bit, shredded from the waist down, like meat through the grinder, slowly, painfully, till I am nothing but dangling flesh, bone, and fabric.
I like to be alone. I find peace in solidarity. I can be whoever I want to be, go wherever I want to go.
Stop my picture! I do believe it deserves your front page. After all, it can become all the rage for the ladies who launch my covetous bunch. Hello! Hello there! My destiny's to bear witness to all the terrors. Insides spewed on my outsides. Doesn't anyone see the woman underneath?
Mr. Silhouette Man, perched behind a silk smoke screen, cloaked figure without a name. Mr. Silhouette Man, would you look at me?
Hello! Hello there! Oh look, another trend in fashion. She is the icon of breath and sea as she waves and beams.
I bury my face in the dangling wardrobe, breathing their slightly stale perfume scent. I often drift right off.
Get out of the closet now!
You know, like Joan Crawford or something. I really, truly look up to her. I do. She's a great role model. She was once an understudy for Gwen Verdon. One or other of those shows she did. Okay, man. Oh, sometimes I get to put on some of her makeup, try one of her designer dresses. As long as I'm carefully concealed, of course. Hush hush and all that, you know. Mum's the word, the unword, Mum mustn't know. I feel so special in those instances, so invincible. The world is mine for the taking. My mother hosts fabulous, granular parties. Lots of pretty, happy people come to our home. My mother is the gracious hostess, warm, welcoming, inviting. I watch from the top of the stairs, in the dark, wishing my humble pajamas and cotton bathrobe were instead a shimmery cocktail dress. I would be the talk of the party. I'd be dressed to the nines, marvelous, wonderful. was wearing my favorite dress. If she knew me at all, she would know that. She would invite me to the party, let me wear the dress. But alas, I wish I were old enough, smart enough, sophisticated enough, beautiful enough to join the party. But I watch. I watch as guests shower my mother with gifts. I watch as my mother directs traffic, moving gracefully, always. I watch my mother smile, pose for photos with adoring admirers. I watch my mother move tactfully, a martini glass in hand all the while. I watch her chat with her guests while smoking a cigarette, commanding the cigarette holder like a lion tamer commands a stubborn beast. She seems to be mocking me, mimicking my persona. But I guess only the mirror really knows my persona. Knows me. She can't know, couldn't possibly know. As my eyes grow weary, I watch as my mother sneaks off into a dark corner with a man. I watch my mother embrace this man. The embrace lasts a long time. I watch as my mother abandons her grace as she becomes engulfed in this man. She looks so exposed, so vulnerable, so weak, stripped of her poise, her flair. She seems so distant. I shouldn't spy. I look back on the fading room. I watch, I watch, I watch. My mother is horribly glamorous. Disgustingly so. I see. I have seen. Mommy dear?
Yes, my sweet boy?
Women have bosom buddies, right, Mom? You have bosom buddies? Lady pals?
Why, darling, of course.
We're bosom buddies, right, Mommy?
Come again, dear? No, not me, not you. You're a boy. I'm a girl.
What about boys, Mommy?
Come again, dear?
What do they have if ladies have bosom buddies? Genital buddies? Scrotum buddies? Ball buddies?
Oh, dear. Boys don't have bodies like bosom buddies. And don't talk like that.
But I want one, Mommy. I want a cock buddy.
Dear, you must focus yourself in more masculine things, more beautiful manners. I have bosom buddies to talk about my feelings and emotions. What do you need with that? Sensitivity is not a lofty quality in a boy. Or a man, for that matter. Stop being so soft.
Oh, I see.
I'll love you forever. My boy. Boy. Boy!
Fairy facade.
The veil.
The illusion!
Fleeting souls forced to the edge of extinction, transfixed by the ticks of the freezing steel knob, manipulated by the attendant at the controls of an abandoned Ferris wheel.
It all goes round in a monotonous circle, but never gets better. Never gets better.
This is the way we wash your brain, wash your brain, wash your brain. This is the way we wash your brain.
I see. I have seen. I can't see. It is moving. Glowing. It feels warm. A flashlight that beats up my spine. Up. It's so hot!
Come here, my boy. I will protect you. Rest here in my bosom. I'll save you.
Beaten souls held down into submission under the transmission.
Held down to needles and blows, to picks and erect, uninvited prick.
It surges up and out of my skull, soaring up into space until it comes crashing downward, washing over me. It is blinding. It hurts. Mr. Silhouette Man, get the fuck off of me!
Boy, do keep it down. Don't make a
returns from the
Shot from the home of the
streams
sun.
of light, a cloaked figure without a name.
As long as I stay. As long as I stay. For you. Remember when I equated my mother to smooth, slow, gin fizz? Yeah, well, the comparison is layered, complex. The warmth, the comfort, the good vibes, they wear off. They wear off as something harder sets in. Once you've been exposed one too many times, the intoxication is no longer charming, it's unbearable. That sweet old intoxication. After a while, you just feel sick. The room is spinning, your head is nodding, and the next thing you know, you're laying in your underwear. A warm puddle beneath you and a puke bucket by your head. And all you can think about is how you never, ever want to go near another smooth, slow gin fizz again. I hear a parade. I see a march. Mommy, dear?
Yes, dear.
I'm leaving, not that you care.
Come now, boy.
It's no use, Mommy. I packed my bags, I shall not stay. In short, I am running away.
Come now, boy, fetch me my garden. Mustn't be late. Yes. That's such a good boy.
I hear a parade. See the march. I shall not take an exit. Costume change before the big transition and all.
The black cracked gloved hand clutches the steel bowl. My throat, strangling all the knowledge my being contains.
You see, the higher you climb, the simpler you become.
Tearing and scraping needn't be done. With a clanking clatter in my head, I retreat from this boisterous deceit. Rushing, rushing, rushing! I take the hard and rainy incline. A fixed and gleaming glance toward the crowds ahead. I gaze forward with lustful language, hands still stiff. I wonder if you return soon.
Meandering along the concrete, patter, patter, patter.
Paparazzi, teeny peddlers dinner toward me, tentacles outreach. Is it all a mirage? The world is too much to bear. To preach, I never desire. What will be shall conspire. I'm true to my word.
Blasphemy to breach an ordinance.
I hasten toward the fatal destination, reaching, reaching toward that stillborn emancipation. I am transported. I come across a meadow, like a lamb. I lay down in the grass and submerge in the chamberlains of biology. Stimulus down and influence low. I sink and I'm invited. Let's drink, let's toast. Well, just drink. Now the sixth moon, bow, bow, bow. The credit of all to the ascent. Castration shall ensue. What a choice is
table man cometh. When I was 12, I gave my first blowjob. I swallowed more of a load that day than I could have ever imagined. When I was 14, my mother pulled the trigger and died. Straight to the brain, run away from the pain. After all, less is more. I swallowed a lot more that year. They tried to scrub the blood clean out of me.
4, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I said, I'm a homosexual. I tried to scrub the dirt out of me. When I was 16, I said boyfriend. When I was 17, I swallowed a bottle, the heaviest load of them all. I tried to escape my mother all over again. I tried to get back to her. The view was underwhelming, I couldn't conquer. When I was 6, I felt alive. When I was 14, my mother died. I had quite the imagination as a child, inventing games and adventures all my own, alone, filling my days and nights with splendor and farce. To be a gay child is to be an imaginative child. One must have the proper tools to weave a web of such a veil. Fairy facade. It's awfully quiet. Did I mention my mother used to read to me? She said, forever. I'm not her baby. I'm not a baby. I'm not a boy. But forever. Hello? Hello there? It's so quiet. I am demonized. I carry the fires of my lineage, those terrified ancestors who came before me. These white hot flames burn deep in my guttural core, raging red from the root, bleeding so long and deep until they run thin to the screaming white. Sometimes I want to erupt. One day I shall bleed lava all over the earth. It will harden and bury much in its wake. Treasures to the world will be squelched for quite some time, until one day they are dug up, rescued from their cryptic prison, awakened, reborn, untouched, shiny and new for all of you. How marvelous that feels. Yes, treasures to the world, praise be thy name. Fossils discovered of a sad, lost boy, an imprint forever embedded on a piece of nature, exhibited and exonerated by man for all time. A collector's item for all to see me. Gee, how nice that would be. There it is again. A guilty pleasure, a quick fix. It sure feels good. It gets harder and harder to control.
Clinging to the one known paradox to the repression. Proud to be a part of the sinful proclamation of the privileged nation. Tangible flesh offers a simple allegiance to the flag.
Shielded from the cross of the majority, shadowed from the pain, the pagan traditions all to blame. Who is really one among the same?
They say, lost in the pain of the mirror, ignorant of the reflection. The duplicity of the mask. We all just want an easy piece of ass.
Pheromones, I believe they call it!
Vanity?
Darling, the only vanity I've ever known is the one in my mother's room.
My playground. My prison.
Would you like to hear a story, darling? I have many to tell. Here, dear, hand me a cigarette and pour me a glass. Oh, you're dull, really. Got a light? Come now! I don't bite. Hard. My memory's long and hard, and if you're not careful, it'll poke your eye out. Oh my, pardon me, I'm feeling a little fresh. Now then, my life's been that of a book, a secret book, censored and banned from meeting eyes, bound in whispers and lies. I have sat with many men. I have drank with many men. I've also been known to drink from the lap of many a man. I don't think it was an easy feat, darling. In my time, not many men would consent to so deviant an act. At least not those I was after. But there are ways, of course. Consider me a reliable source. After all, men are only men. We all get a little gay once we have a few in us. Then again, those of us who are professedly queer certainly know what it is to have it in you. The gay already present by lustful invitation, pounding and throbbing, if I may be so frank. Think of a magnet, dear. It comes quite naturally to steer.
Vain socializing, perhaps?
Projectile! Projectorial vanity course fiercely. Hard and fast.
Steady, steady, steady.
Hard and fast.
Steady, hard and fast. Here it comes! The trajectory of projectile vanity spews everywhere.
Now then, light me another, would you, dog? Oh, and do pour me another. You needn't be stingy now. More, a little more. Good. You understand the flow now, don't you, dog? Yes, that's a good boy, a dear.
Would you pass me a puff of the lower class? Preferably shy of the glass on the floor.
Out the door and into the wilderness.
No white prince laid out before you. Cloud your judgment as you hasten toward your destination.
I always hated fruit as a child. Any chance of symbolism there? Perhaps my disdain for fruit had a direct correlation to my inner battle to veil my dark secret. Perhaps my very verbal denouncement of fruit was a cover-up for my screaming hatred of the plague that was nesting in my belly. Ugh, fruits suck. Apples gross. Peaches? Yuck, disgusting. I hate how it explodes in my mouth. Pears? It's so rough. No. Stop! How things have changed. Clean up on aisle 3. It continues to rise. I used to have this recurring dream. This dream of a man who would come along and save me, rescue me from the fire, the burning, the longing, the swelling, the dust. A man who would awaken my soul to answer all the questions that came through muffled microphones. A man who would bury himself inside of me. A man whose flesh I could cling to, whose soul I could bleed for. A man who would make me sparkle and glow, twinkle and shine. A man who is me you? You're bubbling beneath the surface, but no one even knows. You've dealt out one too many blows. Oh, Lord, forsake me. I yearn for a ruler, someone to break me. Dear me. No. So, one day, that man did come along. He continued to come along. He would come and come and come and come. He came along quite often. Always morphing. He had a new face every time, a different name even. He came all over me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mr. Silhouette Man, perched behind a silk smoke screen, cloaked figure without a name. Mr. Silhouette Man, could you look at me? Mr. Silhouette Man, could you give me a little inhale would be enough.
He always did make me light up. He always shot right through me. It did nothing, though. It was supposed to do something. He did cut into me. I did bleed. And oh, how good it felt. Oh, for the first time in my life, I felt a sense of release. He, they. What's the difference? He, they were everything. And nothing. Nameless faces to call my own. Nobody? I had lots of nobodies. A quick fix. It sure felt good.
I tried to make a sound. I tried to make a sound. Tried to make a sound. I tried to make a sound.
They say that desires are petty. At least that's what I've heard. Mother, are you there? Am I here? I can't say. I couldn't say. Shame got in the way. Cloaked figure is not to me. Nurture ripped me away from the arms of nature, slapped my mouth away from the supple breast. Nurture was like torture. Please excuse my vanity, my vain self-righteousness. Oh, my veins are bleeding. Melt me and mold me, vex me and torture me. Tease me and prick me, and close your very being upon me. Press your warm, hard weight against me. Sink down into my chest until I puff up butterflies and sweet, mild vines. Make me feel alive. Oh.
Falling in love with lust is tricky business. You are flying into lost street crazy. Burning my instincts and night sweat.
My instincts are burning, my mind's sweating. Mother, I vowed to her, I begged for him, I yearned for it, I cried out for her. She whispers in my ear, Mother, it beats away at me, pummels me, shades of gray, cloth, fabric, stripped away, bags of unforeseen fortunes, tarnished and smashed. What shall the world see of me?
Hunched against a stony wall. Mistakes. Consequently.
What a mass of vanishing
Shattered mirror of the mind.
I feel them upon me now. Eyes of stone, fallen gems, shining and gleaming beneath a glass of false pretense.
I love you forever. I love you for always. As long as I'm living. My baby will bring
that be divine? A string of bold courage, draped along a pretty pink peeling wall. Layers pulled back to reveal a soft membrane, or perhaps a bleeding brain. A splendid quandary for the sane. Staring at a grungy, peeling wall, seemingly so ready to fall, simply nothing to do at all. But oh, what a spread! Splendid fabric, ready to thread!
My darling, my dear, won't you please come to bed? The dangling accessories are truly little to blame. After all, isn't it all just the same?
I fuck whatever is most probing. Please understand, it's mostly just sobering.
But you are my darling, my dear. I will dissipate for you of this, I swear.
Tit for tat, dit for that.
A mirage for all to see. A form where we can simply be layered and flagrant.
Sure, I have a preference. My body coincides with its strongest reference.
Give me all your love in your sack.
I'm truly an idle fool for the rack. Who's ready to know what you might give back?
With each inhale, I love you more and more.
Hopefully you'll prove a stranger for the door.
Which is ever so near.
Please, oh please, just stay. I want you forever near. Is it too much to say I care?
A bond that can't be broken.
Unspeakable, untouchable. A mother reflects. You do not say. Say the words you mean to say. The veil? Yes. The veil got in the way. Stuck behind a wall of satin, your sound grew muffled, your intent shuffled. The expression clung to a lustrous wall, clung simply for the fear of an ardent fall. And the words stuck too, distracted. Your emotions soon withdrew, compacted. You withdrew, compacted. You, the martyr, I, the antagonist. Anti.
Lines are not so hard and concrete as they look. There is depth in mirrors.
Look closer, my dear. Of you I was terribly fond. Between us was a reverencing bond. Forever. Always. Mine.
Perhaps we are the ones radiating the necessary flare. Heading somewhere I don't know, and quickly. Starlets are part of the process. Isn't it time we progress? Dara?
My darling. My dear.
Through purple lips all brittle and hollow, eyes deeply full of sorrow.
A vehicle on a cracked and sunburned freeway.
The guts of time ticking away, away on the metronome.
It's awfully hot in the sun when that sun don't shine.
I hated you, mommy dear. I hated you because you knew. I couldn't stand to look at you. I would look at you and see a mirror. I couldn't. It burned, it hurt. So I made myself black and blue for you. For you? No, not you. Then who? Oh, I wish I knew. But no. Now I think I do. Mr. Silhouette Man, would you give me a puff? A simple inhale would surely be enough. Oh, the lingering smoke is oh so intoxicating.
There's a cage which holds the secrets they all need to know.
I wear it like a crown. I carry it around like a swastika. Hatred heavy and full of grandeur. It bobs and pounds against steel bars. I hear a parade. A sea of a march. The grandest charade.
Listen to one and all. Hear them call, call, call. Come, join in on the fun.
Cracked my head open the other day and found an entire lineage. They all came oozing out of split skull and ran rampant all around. It spread away from me like a horse cut loose from the rein.
Slipping, sliding, succeeding.
Oh, I won't shoot. Promise. Heart crossed. They are all already marked to die. Stick the dirty needle in my eye.
Who am I to stop the flow? I am eager mortal and spent but a world in this vast portal. pressure perfect and pulled tight by a gathering of taut thread.
Come, hear the procession. Strum the harp in remembrance of a lighter, slower time.
Get lost. Lost in the transit. It won't cost you much. Do let go of that awful crotch.
Cheers to the procession and drink the juice. Open the tip of the pyramid and suck the marrow from within.
Gulp it down. Swallow, swallow the lump that combats its descent. The bastard can't help but to repent. Perhaps resent.
I glide, I almost float, within reason as to not snap the rope. The ticking mechanism provides the means to cope. I may now sit back, content, stitched up with no reason to repent. It is all concealed now, secure. I may sit still and look forward, ignorant to the power brooding above my gaze.
Now do come, don't be a fool. Encase yourself within the glowing pool. Sink into the ceremony until you rise deep in all the glory.
Down, down a little more. Drown yourself in the splendid story.
Wave to the cheerful cheers.
Spread your legs to unleash the power. Pick your pleasure, yes, any of them at all.
Come through, pay no mind to the rotten fields and sea.
Who has time for idle dreamings? Oh, hear that drowning applause. Feel that sinful sensation. Ah, the orgasmic ovation. It's all for you.
Yes, that's right. Come join the parade. To see the march. I see. Plunge in.
They're calling, whispering your name, infecting your brain.
I told you. It's really all the same in the end.
They will all gather up in a circle, peer into the crib, and I nestled inside. It sure does feel good. There's this thing I do, I think I do, I don't, I do. For me, for you, then who?